From the very beginning, the name BMF, the Black Mafia family, carried an untouchable aura. It wasn't just about money or power, it was about loyalty, family, and a code that seemed unbreakable. At the center of it all was Demetrius, Big Meech, Flenory, a man whose legend grew beyond Detroit and whose influence reached deep into hip-hop culture. But today, that empire isn't being shaken by outside enemies. It's being torn apart from within. The shocking claim: Big Meech has disowned his own son, Demetrius, Lil Meech, Flenory Jr. over an alleged $10 million theft. And the world is stunned. To outsiders, the Meech family represented strength and unity. But behind closed doors, betrayal and mistrust were brewing. Now, that trust appears to have completely shattered. At first, the whispers sounded like nothing more than gossip. Industry chatter, blogs looking for clicks, fans stirring up drama. But as the reports grew louder, the tone changed. Insiders close to the family suggested that money, a massive sum tied directly to BMF's reputation, had disappeared. For a legacy built on respect and control, this was no small accusation. This was the kind of betrayal that could fracture an empire permanently. And while many were shocked, one man was not. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, the mastermind behind the hit BMF series, had been warning people for years. He repeatedly suggested that fame, greed, and the new Hollywood lifestyle would bring cracks to the foundation Big Meech built. Now, as these explosive allegations surface, 50 Cent's warnings look less like entertainment, and more like prophecy. But this isn't just about stolen money. $10 million vanishing from the orbit of BMF raises deeper, darker questions. Was Lil Meech overwhelmed by the fame of his acting career? Did industry temptations pull him away from his father's values? Or, could he himself have been manipulated, a pawn in a bigger scheme designed to drag down the BMF legacy? The possibilities are chilling. Meanwhile, the streets, and social media, have exploded. Some fans insist Lil Meech is innocent, claiming enemies planted the story to divide the family. Others argue Big Meech had no choice but to make an example of his son, showing the world that even bloodlines don't excuse betrayal. The debates rage on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, as fans dissect every move, every post, and every rumor. And in the middle of all this chaos, Big Meech himself stays largely silent. That silence is deafening. For decades, his word was law, his approval a crown of loyalty. But by allegedly cutting off Lil Meech, he has sent the strongest signal yet: the empire is more important than family ties. To some, it's cold. To others, it's the ultimate show of leadership. The fallout doesn't stop there. Hip-hop culture is buzzing. If BMF, a name that stood for unbreakable loyalty, can collapse from within, what does that say about other so-called dynasties? Rappers, producers, and insiders are all watching closely, because this isn't just drama, it's a lesson about power, fame, and what happens when trust evaporates. But the most haunting part of all: the idea that this could just be the beginning. If $10 million can tear the family apart, what other secrets are hiding in the shadows? What other betrayals, lies, or cover-ups are waiting to surface? The truth could be even uglier than what we know now. So here's the cliffhanger that keeps everyone on edge: is this truly the fall of BMF? Or has Big Meech just made the boldest move of his career, sacrificing blood to protect his empire from something even bigger, even darker, and even more dangerous?